dirty, yeah, dirty, dirty. Me and my niggas get dirty. When any of these niggas wanna get delirious like Eddie Murphy.
Oh, Hercules.
Ain't showing that kitty no mercy. Fuck the free exes, no one neglected. Brought her to Turkey. Yeah, brought her to Turkey,
Welcome back, Raw Nation, to another installment of Raw View, where we get a better insight of each king and queens behind the scene. I'm your host, ChenoRoyal, baby. I'm here with, what's your name, sir?
Tricito.
Tricito, man. How you feeling, bro?
I'm feeling great, man. I'm feeling great. How about you?
Man, I'm great. I'm blessed now. I got my rare Pokemon, like I said, man. I got you finally right here on the show.
Bro, I'm so thankful to be here. So blessed, man. We've been talking. I didn't want you to think I was trying to spin you or nothing. I'm glad we finally got to do this.
Man, I was like, man, if this dude ghosts me today, I'm going to cry. Like, I'm going to...
Man, look, I appreciate you just, knowing that I had a busy schedule and being so cool about it. So,
Yeah, man. Like, I understand. Like, I get you're a busy man, just like with everybody else. Everybody's busy. They got their own schedule. I ain't gonna be over here being like, get on my show. Like, get on. Come on. But go ahead, for the fans at home. Just elaborate on yourself. Who is Tricito, man?
Tricito is the most valuable, man. The player of the rap game, man. Not just, and what I mean by that is not even, just women, but just trying to teach the game, Game is game, but the way you carry yourself makes you the player. You taking care of your kids, making sure that you get the job done, that's player. You come in first, in everything that you do, not showing, no hesitation that you won't quit to nobody, that's player. If you get all the girls, that's player. But I try to incorporate that all in one. It's no matter what you do, Tricito is showing you that in some type of form you can be your own player. So like, how did you even get the name Tricito? Like, is it like a whole message, like all wrapped into one? Yeah. So it's funny because I started. So I'll take you back to where when I first started rapping, I just went by my name, Nicholas Trice. And then I was just with the homies. We was watching all these like gangster films and all that, the Casino, Godfather, stuff like that. So I was like, man, if I could ever, be a character, in like one of these, my name would be Nikolai Tricito. Okay. And so I just, ever since then I was like, yeah, that kind of sticks. And so, and before even then, I still even had my fault about that. I still even had play. I was going by Play at Tricito, trying to make it, trying to get it to ring. And I thought, nah, it's the greats, they really don't need all of the extra. They remember for what they do, and their name is their name. Right. So I was like, let's change Play at Tricito into an ad lib. So so now my ad lib is Playa, but I go by just Tricito, and I feel like that really is the stamp. And that's when I knew, like, yeah, that's it. Would you say that there's anybody specifically that influenced you, like with your style, your flow, anything? With my style and the flow, well, I'll definitely say besides gangster movies. Besides gangster movies. Hey, look, and it's crazy because I don't talk about nothing gangster in my raps. That's the funniest part. But I would say I got to give a big shout out to Kanye first. I know people be, looking at him like, what? But the dropout, the college dropout, bro, like late registration, graduation, it was just a wordplay, man. And I don't mean to interrupt you. I think it's more of like people are just falling out with like new Kanye. I feel like the old Kanye is like the best Kanye to me. He's the GOAT Kanye. The pink polo, like, he was untouchable, man. I'm just saying. So, he definitely had a big influence, man. Lupe Fiasco, the Cool. Okay. Definitely a big influence. MF Doom, a big influence. He's actually R.I.P. He's actually the reason why I capitalized Tricito. I just thought, that whole capitalization thing that he had was cool, so I capitalized my shit. Jay-Z for sure. You know, I like the way I feel like I always learn something new from him. So it's like, okay, I like to incorporate that. And I like cool people, man. Like shout out to Larry June,
Okay.
Dom Kennedy, dudes like that. So a currency, you know, that's been in the game for a minute. So I also like artists that just, you know, real laid back, stay out the way, but still get you a good message.
So you would classify like all your stuff as like a laid back, like is it like conscious? Like are you like trying like what we talked about before with your name? Like is it like always involving a message? And
I feel like
because I remember it was funny because like I've heard some of your stuff, but then what really got me was when you did the Summer 16, but like you reposted it. And I was like, that's cold. That's cold as fuck.
Crazy time. That was a crazy time. I was living in Columbus, Ohio at the moment, so crazy stories there. But I would say, man, Cheno, if I had to, I really don't like to box it in. You know, I feel like whatever you want to put me in, I'm gonna give you my best.
Okay.
I might not, and let's say I like to put things in sports, right? I may not make every free throw, you know, that day if it's a new challenge, but then I'm gonna, you know, next time, say you get me onto it again, I'm gonna make sure I hit every free throw, I hit every shot, or at least try to, you know, to get the triple double, or just to make the verse better as best as it can be.
Do you have like a personal track that you made or like are going to make that has hit home with you that you would classify as like one that is just your baby or something?
Yeah, I would say Exhibition. Man, that's one of my favorites. That's like one of my go-tos. It's one of those ones to where when people hear it, even when I was making it, you know, I was like, yeah, this is gonna be the one. But then it's like when you see people's eyes, like when I see people's eyes light up to that song, or like they smile, or they just feel a certain word into the song, I'm like, okay, this my baby right here. So Exhibition is one of those. Still Player is another one of those where shout out to Scoob, he made that beat.
Okay, shout out.
And that one, man, it's just, you know, it just brings back that old feel to me. You know,
I mean, play it. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Play it.
It got the Still Not a Player sample in it from Big Pun, so you know everybody you know, everybody is used to it. You know, no matter what age group that you in. So yeah, I feel like that's my baby too, man. It's just certain songs I know when they hear the beats, you know, they feel it.
Okay. Are you out here doing anything like other than music? Like, are you like trying to have your foot in multiple doors?
Yeah, man, I'm actually trying to I'm trying to show people I can act too. So I got a couple director homies. Shout out to my boy Dom Campbell and Jay Walker. They shoot short films and they actually shoot movies too. So I've been trying to, you know, build a little category up for them.
Okay. You for real trying to get that mobster role, huh? You trying to get that
bro, I'm telling you.
Trying to turn into the new Diesel Training Day?
You know, look, hey, some of the DC
Call me, got that on me.
Something on there, man. But other than that too, man, I haven't been really trying to be like, I wouldn't say like an A&R or anything like that, but just helping out other artists around the city just with ideas and merchandise and things that I feel like, you know, will help them or take their career to the next level. Because I've been recording since I should say I've been professionally recording since I was 21. I'm 28 now, so I'm not saying that I know everything, but I've been learning, you know, as I've gotten older. And most of the rappers, I do have rappers that are, you know, in my age bracket, but then most of the ones that I see, you know, really doing it, popping hot, you know, Stan Kingvilles, people like that, you know, they're a little younger. So CVO, you know, he's younger too. So I like where the game is gonna go, you know. So anything that I've gone through or that, you know, that they want to ask me, I definitely try to always just keep it honest with them, because it's the only way that we all get better, we all grow.
Most
even as a city, you know.
Most deaf, because like if like most people, like this isn't like a like shade towards anybody out there, like any hate thrown on anybody, but it's just like it just feels like people are just more out for themselves. It just doesn't seem like, how are we gonna better ourselves if we're just consistently holding like answers when we can change the future for other people with an answer?
Exactly.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
Exactly.
And like what I've like told people in interviews before too, like I've like in my company, like I've told people that I've had to come to realization, like I know I'm young and I learn every day, and like I tell them a couple things like what happened yesterday is no longer going to be good enough for today. So we got strive to push ourselves to be better each day. And when it comes to just everything in general, just we got to be uncomfortable, man. If we're not uncomfortable, how are we going to grow? You know, it doesn't make any sense.
Exactly.
And but all that being said, man, I appreciate you being on the show, my guy. But I know you got to get back to all them happy young customers walking through this cold ass weather to get to you to ask you them questions. But
man, no, I definitely appreciate you having me, man. We definitely gonna do this again. We gonna link up, man. We got so much to do for the city. I appreciate what you're doing for the city. You know, even with the artists that you've already had on, you know, I know that they appreciate you. So I definitely want to give you a big thanks to myself and all of us too. So
I appreciate you, man. But I got one more question for you. I got one more before you get out of here and talk to Miss Gladys about some cellular problems. But let me go ahead and
Gladys, because you know she out there.
I think she's right behind you. No, I'm playing. But where do you see all this stuff going? 1 year, 5 years, man, it could be tomorrow. What's the ultimate end game of what you got going on for you?
Definitely, man. In a year, I definitely see me in a way better position than I'm in now. I still see myself being independent, but doing things I want to do it that way. If a major does want me, not saying that I'm going to instantly turn it down, but if the terms are correct, because I feel like nowadays, you know, the power of the internet, the power of people, your voice is important. You can get your voice heard out here. You know, you don't need the labels. You know, the labels need you. So, in a year, I want to just always just see myself just growing more, having more fans, more money in my pocket. Yes, it's always still fun. If I could, man, you know, I would give all my music away for free. But you know, we can't do that. You know, right now in the times that we in. So. I definitely just want to see how many fans, you know, actually buy the music. 5 years, you know, I definitely want to be considered with the GOAT rappers, lyricists, just best of all time. I just want to be in, you know, one of the top, you know, in the top 10 category.
I'd want to take the time out already to say like you're one of the coldest that I've heard, at least in the city. You're like one of the coldest.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, you're up there. Like I have probably a handful, but you're up there.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
I want to say my end game is to just bring something home to the city, for real, just to make sure, because we're talented, you know, as a whole. And I want to put Fort Wayne on the map, bring something back, help more artists come out. You know, not if it's me. If I'm the one to do it, cool. If it's not me and another artist do it, cool. But let's just all, you know, at least in my end game, it's time to put the city on. Because, you know, everybody else want to go to Atlanta, Florida, you know, Cali. Let's have people come out here, you know, so.
Yes, sir. Well, Mr. Tricito, man, I appreciate you being on the show. Go ahead, shout out any place that we can find you, because we definitely need to find you, sir. So
definitely, man. So shoot, you know, Big Wigs, my new single that just came out. So you can go to tricito.bandcamp.com. It's not for streaming right now. So you can basically just go there to support right now. I'm definitely seeing all of the supporters. If you do support it, even makes you leave your email. So I'm definitely getting all of the emails together. All my supporters later on, I definitely want to try to just keep in touch with you as well as send you something back. You can follow me on Twitter, Twitter, right at Tricito _, real simple. Instagram is God Favorite Musician.
Yep.
So that's a real easy one too. YouTube, Tricito TV.
There we go.
You know,
Mr. Tricito, like I said, man, appreciate you being on the show. You stay on your grind, sir.
Yes, sir. You too, my man. We're gonna talk again soon.
I think I'ma have all my hoes stop calling me daddy and switch it to your majesty. I'm with a bitch you need. We watching Parks and Recreation, laughing and passing weed. My goodness, the wavy haired gentleman grew into a wild hoodlum.